All right, closing real estate deals. I mean, this was a big real estate deal, another real estate deal that just happened. But what made this deal so interesting, it was a wholesale deal, but it was done by a blind wholesaler. You had a real estate investor who was blind. And I mean, he's out working a lot of people, a lot of other. When I say blind, I'm talking about, no sight, literally no sight. So Jay, for those who don't know, can you talk a little bit about that particular deal and just about wholesaling in general? Can you talk about that deal and working with this particular person?
Okay, Jackson. Yeah, this one was a doozy. It's an older guy, actually. Probably in his 60s, that's blind. But this particular deal, it was in the Chicagoland area. It's what they call here a two-flat, a 2-unit apartment building. It was a Greystone,
right?
Which is pretty much it was a stone or brick, property. And we got it through a referral from a friend of the family that knew we were in real estate. So that's why it's always important, to let everyone know exactly what you do. Yeah. So this particular deal is in an up and coming area, pocket of Chicago called Inglewood.
And that fire damage. It was the deal with fire damage too.
The building was, as they say, tore up from the floor. So the building had a lot of extensive damage. It was fire damage, and it needed a complete total gut rehab. But we got it under contract for a good price. The owner owned it free and clear, so they were satisfied with what they sold it for. Initially, we were looking at it. We thought, man, this is maybe a good deal we can do something with. But, we were able to, find an end buyer because, we also wholesale as well. And, they closed us out for, a good profit. So, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah, and like you said, it wasn't an easy deal too, because I can remember even with the seller of this property, like the seller had an emotional tie to the property, like most sellers do, and so he was set on his price. Like he didn't want, and his price was kind of high at the time, and it was over what we wanted to pay, and it took about a month of negotiating back and forth just to get a good price.
Exactly, so that's why they say the fortune is in the follower. So we had multiple conversations with the seller. We called him and he called us, and so it was a little bit of back and forth, but
right.
In the end, it was it was all worth it.
Yeah. And so now here's the thing. So we had the end. We took the property down ourselves, right? Which was good to be in that position. We could have sold it to many different sellers, right? I mean, many different buyers. But the thing is, this blind, this guy who's visually impaired is what I'll say. This real estate investor, he was so persistent. I mean, he followed up more than everybody. I remember specifically telling buyers.
On the buyer side.
Right, on the buyer side. So there were several offers. And I was shocked to see that it was about 5 or 6 different offers for the Inglewood area, because if you're from Chicago, there's a lot of people that don't like investing in these lower income areas, but then you have people who see the value in it. And we had several different offers, but it was something about the fact that, in fact, the offer we went with was actually lower than what we could have went if we would have held on and got more offers. But this blind this guy who was visually impaired, he was so persistent. So, I mean, what does that say to you? Because what I want to do is I want to do a video also where we bring on that real estate investor who's blind. I'm not going to say his name, but I want to do a video with him so he can talk. But what does that say to you? Because you see people every day who's looking for opportunities to make money. and they complain and they act like they can't figure it out. And I get it. But here you have a man who has vision issues, but he's still out here reading contracts in Braille, doing whatever he has to do, catching Ubers just to drop off the check, you know. And what do you think about that?
Well, you know, I mean, if you put your mind to it, you know, even though he's visually impaired, legally blind, if you put your mind to it, you know, that tells me that, you know, you can do anything, you know, that you set your mind to. So it was actually it was motivational, you know, to us, you know, in a way, because we're looking at the brother, you know, we're looking at the guy like, man, if he can do it,
right,
you know, we need to get off our ass in some places. So, you know, because exactly. I even asked you one time, I'm like, okay, you said you emailed him. How did he read the contract?
Right.
You know, you said, yeah, Jay, he, you know, he downloaded it and, you know, he read it in Braille, you know, so.
And that was like a 13-page contract.
13-page contract. And,
yeah.
You know, we did a deal with him, and he's another wholesaler, you know, so, you know, he actually brought, you know, the end buyer in, or they partnered up. Right. You know, we don't really know the details of what happened on the buyer side, but we know that him and another guy, they purchased the property.
Right.
So we don't know if he wholesaled it to him or if they partnered up on it. You know, but the fact that this guy, you know, is legally impaired or blind, you know, that speaks volumes to, you know, you can get accomplished, you know, what you want to get accomplished, you know, if you set your mind to it, you know, whether you're blind or, you know, deaf or, you know, hearing impaired, you know, so, you know, it was just it was a breath of fresh air, you know. And this guy, you know, like Jackson said, he was catching Ubers, you know, to bring his partner over to the property. You know, I've met him before on one or two other things we had on the contract, and he was even on public transportation, you know, on what we call here the CTA.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I had to walk him to the bus stop a couple of times, you know, so, but, you know, persistence, you know, he was very persistent, you know, he was very consistent, you know, and he kept his word, you know, and, you know, he did what he had to do in order to, you know, to get the deal closed. So that was very good. You know,
yeah.
So.
Absolutely. So look, Jay, I'm not going to keep you. I know you're out and about. I just wanted to just chime in because I thought that was just a very interesting deal that a lot of people should be inspired by for them to close with their next deal that they got coming up if they feel, you know, they feeling discouraged or they feeling like, you know, I don't know if I want to keep doing this because it's not working fast enough. You know, I just wanted to share this out there for motivational purposes and also, but to let people know, if you're looking to do real estate deals in Chicago, yeah, we buy houses cash. You know, we buy houses. You can go to the website, links in the description, Real Estate Solutions 360. You go there and fill out that information. Let us know. And if you got it, we buy houses in all conditions all across the south side of Chicago, almost regardless of the condition that it's in. So.
South side, if you have something in other areas of the Chicagoland, you know, send that to us too, because we also have partners. It may be something that we may personally not be interested in, but, you know, we do have, you know, associates and partners that also purchase, you know, north side, south side, west side, suburban areas, you know, so, you know, just you know, reach out to us, guys, you know, you know, hopefully we can do a deal with you in the future, you know. And Jackson, hey, congratulations to you. You know, we got a decent spread on this one, so that's a good one. I don't know if you want to disclose that information. Maybe we will in another video, or you can do it in this one.
Yeah, you know, well, I'll say, well, I'll put it that spread on that one. We'll just say it was somewhere between 10 and 20,000. It was in that range, $10,000 to $20,000 range was the spread. But I tell people this all the time too. Like, even if you know, we can do deals and we can, like, I'll show somebody a check. And let's say we show somebody a check and they see a check for $50,000, $60,000. The average person will say, oh my gosh, you got a check for $60,000. But what they don't see is the expenses. They don't see how much money you had to put into marketing, money you had to put into your softwares every month. attorneys. I mean, you got to pay a cost, and that's what a lot of people don't see. But we like to talk about that a lot, on this YouTube page, as well as in the classes that we have, is how to make sure that you're making profits. And
the classes we have coming, so stay tuned.
So stay tuned. So, but yeah, we couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done the deal without you. So, I appreciate you. And we tell people all the time, you can go a lot further when you have a team and you partner up. And that's what we want to do. We want to partner up with people that's serious, and they want to go about doing things the right way. And they understand it's about more than just money, but it's about really building relationships and long-term legacy. So.
But you know what? I'm going to throw this in. You can piggyback off of what you said real quick, because it is about building relationships, and also, ultimately,
Yeah, the wind is a little loud, Jake. Say that again, Glenn.
It's about helping people. It's about, we're all in this, to make money, but it's ultimately about, helping others. So we were able to help the buyer, because he was sitting on the property for a couple of years. Like we said, it was fire damage. Mm-hmm. He was paying taxes, accumulating violations, so it became a headache to him. Older gentleman, and he's actually, he's an older guy, investing in real estate as well. But he had other things going on. And at this time, it was just a good time for him to sell. And because we developed a relationship with him, like I said, he was an investor. He's still an investor. He's retiring, and he also has other properties. Because we, did a good job with this one, he's looking to, maybe possibly move those other properties with us. So, developing relationships and follow up, and being consistent and persistent, that's the key.
Absolutely. So, guys, we want to make sure you can tune in. You want to do some business with us. You can team up, partner up with us. The link is in the description. You go to realestatesolutions360.com if you are a seller or if you're a buyer. That's where you can contact us, and then we look forward to doing some deals with you. Also, we're always looking to hire new people too. Interns as well. So, if you're a person that's serious, maybe send us an email. And maybe we can have an opportunity as well, where we can do some partnership.
Jackson, how can they follow us on Instagram? Hustle Headquarters 360?
Hustle Headquarters 360. I'm glad you said that, because I forget about Instagram all the time. Hustle Headquarters 360 on all platforms, but mainly Instagram and YouTube.
Hustle Headquarters 360. You can check out other videos on there, on YouTube as well.
Absolutely. All right, Jay, so I'm going to let you go, and we're going to see y'all on the next video. Peace.
24 hours in a day.